Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you are all very, very well. Today, I'd just like to speak on something that is very important to me, um, as I have been scammed a few times trying to buy and sell things online. And, I've, I've gotten to know the red flags and things like that. So I'd just like to make a little video that will hopefully help you guys and your loved ones avoid getting scammed. Now, to a lot of people, these are very obvious things, you know, that everybody knows, and that's cool. But I still think that speaking from experience, you should try to make videos like this and hope that you help some people. You just never know, okay? Because some people are new to these things and they just don't think about certain things. So the first thing that I'd like to talk about is just like anything else in life, if it's too good to be true, then it probably is. Not necessarily definitely true, but this is a time when you want to do your homework the most. You want to ask the questions, uh, check people's accounts and make sure that they are reliable accounts that you're buying off. For example, if somebody uh, has something at a very, very incredible price, but their account says that they've only been on Facebook Marketplace or eBay for a week or a few days or a month or whatever the case may be, and they have absolutely no feedback rating. um, yeah, that's when you might need to start asking questions and thinking, am I dealing with with a proper buyer here or seller? Because the thing is, scammers, they have to make new accounts all the time, right? They know they're about to be caught, or they have been caught, so they have to make new accounts, or in general, just to keep their scummy business going, they have to continuously make new accounts. Okay, so this is just one thing that I'd like you guys to keep an eye out for. Very important. The second thing would be is, you know, again, ask the questions. So you want to make sure that you can inspect things. You know, if a buyer is communicating with you well and tells you, yes, you can come over and inspect something, or yes, I can uh, drop it off to you and answer whatever questions you may have in person, these are good signs. All right, these are the kind of people that you want to be dealing with. Right, what you want to stay away from is somebody who, like I said, has got uh, very little to no history on their accounts, people who will not answer you when you ask if you can inspect or if they will deliver or even just answer your questions in general. Um, or especially another thing to look out for is if they have these these qualities and they also have in their item description bank transfer only. All right, guys, big, big no no. All right, that's one massive, massive red flag. All right, and the next thing that I want to talk about is uh, the way that scammers try to convince people, and I've fallen victim to this myself. Okay, I'm not proud of it, but I have. Um, is they can be very, very clever with using very convincing uh, photos and things like that through softwares. There's a lot of really good software that can help you make very convincing photos these days, and they can send you very convincing fake bank transfers, fake photos of items, and things like that, you know. So, again, guys, just make sure that you ask the questions, check the history of accounts, and just no matter how desperate you are for a particular item, please do not just rush into purchases. Okay, I know what it's like. I've been there myself. I am actually very, very picky when I buy things. They have to be exactly spot on the way I want them. Okay, so I want them to have every single feature that I'm looking for. I want them to be the exact color of the item that I'm looking for, things like that. I'm very picky, which has made me get desperate a few times, miss some red flags, and yeah, this is why I'm making this video, to just try and remind people that no matter how good a deal seems like it is, if it's got a bunch of red flags, um, just stay away and look elsewhere, please. Getting scammed is very, very painful, especially if you get scammed out of a lot of money. It really, really sucks. Okay. The next thing I'd like to talk about is payments. All right. Now, through PayPal or face to face would be the best way to make a payment, because with PayPal, you are offered buyer protection, which means that if you get scammed, PayPal will go after the scammer and they will give you your money back, right? So you'll be covered, and then the rest of the case will be between PayPal and the scammer, right? And on the subject of PayPal, uh, I want to mention for sellers as well, okay? Please be very, very careful on PayPal, or even in general, even with your normal bank account. Uh, Do not send your items if you are selling something. Do not send your items off unless you have got the money in your account, like you can actually see it in there, or in your hand. All right. Don't worry about that it says pending. Don't worry about that it says processing or anything like that. All right. Unless it's actually in your account or in your hand, please do not, under any circumstance, send your items. I've been burned like this before as well, because on PayPal, people can actually use what is called an e-check, okay, and then it can look to PayPal like they've paid you, and then they can just cancel their transaction. And then you've sent your item and you think that you've got your money coming in, but you'll only find out in a few days that the transaction has been cancelled and you've been scammed. Okay, that's absolutely no good, right? So please, guys, remember, either face to face or buy through PayPal whenever possible. Does not matter how desperate you are for an item, how good a deal seems like it's a good deal. It just may not be the case. Do your homework. Please, please, please do your homework. And another thing that I'd like to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, just lastly, is if unfortunately you do find yourself on the wrong end of a transaction and you do get scammed, I will leave a link to a website, to an organization called ACORN, which is the Australian Cyber Security, right? They work with the police. They've actually helped me recover $1,600 and 2 rings worth about $600 each. So they've been very, very good to me in the past. Just please give as much detail as you possibly can when you're filling out a report on their website, because they can help you if you give them enough details, and they can help the police with those details to catch the scammers. I will leave the link to their website in the description below, so please check it out if you are unfortunate enough to end up on the wrong side of of a transaction, as I said. And another thing that brings me to talking about scammers is just how incredibly stupid they can be if they think that they've gotten away with this with a scam, right? So, like I said, I've managed to get a couple of them caught before. Um, I won't say in this video what I think they did wrong because I don't want to give them the opportunity to learn and better scam people. But I just want to say that they're not as smart as they think. Believe me. You may think like, oh, they're so smart because they can make all these fake photos and fake bank transactions, fake bank receipts and all this sort of thing. True, in that respect, some of them can be very clever because there is some software that is very easy to use these days, right? But no, trust me, if you see how stupid some of these scammers are, please do not lose hope. Trust me, if you feel like you've been scammed, there is hope. Like I said, it may take some time, but please talk to the police, fill out an application form, sorry, a incident report on ACORN's website, the organization that I'll leave in the description, and you just never know. You may end up as lucky as me. I've actually helped somebody, um, get a scammer caught as well in their case, as well as having helped me twice. So they've actually been very good to me, Acorn. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, again, I just want to say face to face whenever possible, or PayPal. Never ever do a direct bank transfer. Um, it almost shut up phone. It almost always will not end well. So please just stay away from it. And again, I know I've said it a million times already, but just do your homework, please. Ask the questions, check the credibility of the seller's accounts, and yeah, just I know this has been more of a video for buyers. I may do one for sellers in future as well. Um, but yeah, sellers can pretty much, you know how to use this advice as well. So guys, I hope this video has been helpful to you and any loved ones that you know. Please stay safe. Um, and yeah, I hope you don't get scammed and see you on the next one. My love to all. Thank you very much for watching.